has to fold up. And then the wing covers fold up, and then little wings come out, and it only flies in this direction. And it can't ever fly that way. And while we photograph it good. And they're pretty rare. In fact, that's the only one I've ever seen. They feed on morning glories. And if you got morning glories, dig around the soil during the day. This particular one likes to hide in the soil during the day and come out at night. This guy was digging around with morning glories. Now there's another beetle very similar to that, but it has some darker colors right in here. Now it feeds on sweet potatoes and our morning glories, and it comes out daylight and it'll just cover sweet potato patch. I got that picture, but I can't get slides made anymore, so I don't have it. That gold bug, if he held his cover a certain way, he looked like a lady beetle. See, this is still it, but see, looked like a twice-stabbed lady beetle. And when he either lowers or raises that glass dome up, then it's solid gold. And isn't that a beautiful bug? I was showing this program to a group of ladies one day, and this lady said, "My gosh, what is the name of that iridescent green beetle?" I said, "It's an iridescent green beetle." It don't care what we call it. Scientists got to give these insects names so they can talk to each other. It's scientific names. It's in larval stage, a woodworm that gets in stacked lumber and they leave a hole in it. Just some damage, but not a lot. Rhino beetle, whatever you want to call it, these things are really strong, tough. They're beautiful too. A lot of different ones. And this turned into this. And great big drumworms. That's the larval stage of these big beetles. You find them, they live on the ground eating on rotten roots or old dead rotten lumber or something. They don't feed on anything beneficial. That I know. I mean, they could. They prefer a decaying lumber. And there's a regular grubworm. That goes to June bug, and this turns into one of them big beetles. And glue bugs. Have y'all seen any of those lately?
Yeah.
Still do? When I was a kid, that's all I had to play with when I was in the car. I played got ants in there. Once you picked at them, they come. So I just spent all day out there playing with them. There wasn't no TV then.
It does look like a dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got your dog.
Oh, good.
Right there. That's the dog. I didn't watch it go through the metamorphosis, but that's what the book tells us. It's, it looks long, but it's only about 5/8, 3/4 of an inch long. I had to get it close up there. And that's on my breathing aid. Boy, look at that long horn. Bird picked a hole in the fig, so it went over and had a feast. Y'all recognize it? I was up on top of Enchanted Rock one time. Y'all know where Enchanted Rock is. And there was a little shower, and there was little pockets that could catch water. And there was a pocket there about 6 foot across, and it had about 5-6 inches of water in it, and that thing was just floating there all in. I said, "Man, was that many legs? Sure, he couldn't have fell off in there and drowned." So anyway, I had a Ziploc bag. I always carry a Ziploc, so I picked him out, and I put him on a Ziploc bag. Got home, I put him on my desk in my office, and next morning, he was wide awake, and it was clawing to get out. I guess he went off in that water to reconstitute himself, to absorb moisture. Whatever, he didn't drown. It's a giant wheel bug. Very beneficial. See that cog wheel on her back? She won't bite you, won't sting you.
She stinks.
Ma'am?
She stinks.
No, that's not a stink bug. Nope. giant wheelbarrow. It feeds on other insects. Feeds on all of these carnivores only feed on herbivore insects. They don't eat another carnivore, at least that I've noticed.
Really?
Grasshoppers too.
There is an assassin. Yeah, I guess it could be. Yeah, is that they call that assassin going too? There's cone nose bloodsucker. These things are bad. They carry Chagas disease. Huh?
Darwin's disease.
Is that what you call it?
Well, I mean, that's Darwin got it.
It lives off of blood. And we find them quite often on our screen waiting to get in the house. There's little stables a couple hundred yards from us, and they got horses over, and that's where you find them around kennels or car stables. But it's kind of hard to get blood from a dog or a horse when they got a lot of hair to it. So they'll sit on your screen door and sit there all day, and when you open the door, they'll fly in and they'll right where the bedroom is. And they will hide in the bedding in the mattress somewhere until say midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, and make sure you're sound asleep. This is mine. And then they come out and they crawl around on you until they find a blood vessel that's close to the skin. And then she puts out an anesthetic like the dentist does. So that spot will be dead and she waits. And then when that spot's dead, then she sticks her snout in you and sucks herself full of blood until she's the shape of a football. And you'll never feel a thing. And if you wake up some morning and you got a mosquito bite about the size of a nickel, maybe even the size of the water, and inches and inches and inches, that's what got you. Well, if it's a great big mosquito bite like that, don't scratch it until you washed it, because she carries that sleeping sickness and Chagas disease. Now, she don't give it to you when she punctures you and sucks blood. It's only in her feces. And while she's sucking blood, she defecates right there too. And you scratch there, and you scratch that under the skin, and then maybe you get sleeping. And that's pretty bad mixture.
So what kind of insect? What was that? Mosquito?
You what?
What kind of mosquito? Oh, so what was it called?
Cone-nosed bloodsucker. Oh, it's like a big mosquito bite. That's why I said mosquito. It's like a great big mosquito bite. And it itches like that. Looks like that. Way bigger. And that was where she sucked blood. Anyway, sleep tight now. Now, these things you will find in sandy country. I've never seen them in black land. It's a velvet bug. They'll come out after a shower. And they'll be all over. They're beautiful little red velvet. And I've only seen them once or twice in El Sedal, down there where they live. That the shoes go in that sand out there in the shower. They'll see them sometimes. This is on our first farm where we had the sandy loam, so I've never seen them in black land. They're just fucking. When I was a kid, I'd catch them and I'd cut the tail off. And then carry them around in my pocket and hand them to the girl. And that's the devil horse, the praying mantis. Of course, y'all know all about praying mantis.